Our next speaker is Jalonda Hill, founder and board president of Colored Girls Bike 2, a Black women-led organization advancing racial, spatial, and mobility justice through the power of the bicycle. Her work centers the leadership of Black women and reimagines what mobility means in our communities, turning movement itself into an act of freedom and connection. Please welcome Jalonda Hill.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jalonda Hill. I started Colored Girls Bike 2 in 2017 with the intention of building a community of Black women who wanted to, 20 seconds, okay, challenge stereotypes and the norms about how we're expected to show up in the world. I'm gonna dive into our mission, but you see the cherub right here named Kenzie. These are essentially the mascots of the organization, and they embody the various Black women that I met on my bicycle journey in Buffalo. This slide just goes into our mission and vision. And essentially, we have 6 pillars that we advance by bicycle. So racial, spatial, gender, food, healing, and mobility justice. And that mission has evolved through time. This is the second cherub, kind of embodies me. And these cherubs were created by a Black woman named Obsidian Belize, who is an artist from Buffalo, New York. This is our original logo, created in 2017 by me in my attic with my best friend. Wonderful. So why I started Colored Girls Bike 2, like I said, I wanted to build community. I wanted to inspire other women to, get rid of their cars and travel around Buffalo in this radical, innovative way. And questioning traditional ideas of what it means to be Black, to be woman, and to travel. And so just some personal stuff about me. I went through a serious hardship back in 2016 and was drawn to the bicycle. I was working at a health food store, Feel Right, in Buffalo, New York, and I was like, I want to inspire other women and inspire myself to just keep going. And so I started riding in the winter, the fall, all seasons to challenge myself and remind myself that I can get through anything that confronts me. Yes, this is the third pillar, Desiree. I met Desiree on Elmwood while biking. It's named after her, and I'm just gonna walk through the 6 pillars now. So like I said, we advance racial, gender, healing, food, spatial, and mobility justice, and through the transformative power of the bike. And these are Shayna and Chantel, who are in this picture with me, who are on the board of Colored Girls Bike 2. 20 seconds. I don't have much more to say on this slide. So mobility justice was one of the second pillars that was born, within Colored Girls Bike 2's mission. And these are just showing you what that looks like, right? We did a protest around this mobility initiative that we didn't feel like was just in Buffalo. So the picture, that baby blue. Yeah. And then healing justice, that was where we started, right? That was why Colored Girls Bike 2 started. We want to heal by bike. And these are my sisters. We were in Delaware Park doing a healing circle, which we typically do after our bike rides. And beautiful picture. Healing justice is central to the org. So spatial justice, I think, which is why we're all here talking about buildings and space. We were able to secure a building on Jefferson Avenue to open up a bicycle shop and mobility bank. This space actually has a lot of history. Back in 1975, it was home to an organization called PUSH, and they did a lot of racial justice efforts in that space. So it's really powerful that we're also in that space, and I just learned about that history not too long ago. Racial justice. You can't be Black, you can't be woman, ride a bike without also thinking about race and justice. Why Black neighborhoods are more underdeveloped than other neighborhoods, why there's potholes all on Jefferson, but not over in the Delaware Park area, right? Or Elmwood Avenue. Gender justice. We didn't feel like we needed to name this when we started, but as we've come along, I think it's very important to, especially with the attacks on trans folks, Black women, etc. And so we've named that in our mission now. And those were those pictures kind of giving you example of that. Food justice. This came a little later in our mission, and we've just been pushing it forward ever since, especially after the racist terrorist attack at the Top supermarket. And then we just kind of kept that tradition going, and it's called the People's Free Market. And we set up outside of our bike shop every Friday, giving away free food, especially with the snap cuts and everything like that. That's a powerful program. Spatial justice, our journey, bicycle journey, reimagining Black spaces in a white-centered society. So I'm going to walk you through 2 projects that we pushed forward in response to the racist terrorist attack at TOPS in 2022. So with the collaboration of the UB School of Urban Planning and Architecture, shout out to that school, and a young student named Irene, I can't think of her last name, she put together these phenomenal blueprints for us to help our community reimagine what this site could look like after the shooting. So that was a really powerful project. Bringing us to this slide, we put out a proposal for a holistic mobility hub back in 2021, and it was rejected by other organizations within this grant. And we just wanted to bring it back up to show that, right, it's important that we reclaim spaces as Black people, designed by us, determined by us, and we have a right to have access to funding and resources to do that. Not only, right, white-led organization or more seasoned organizations, but the people from the neighborhoods that we deem to redesign. So that is me, Color Girls Bike 2. Thank you all, and yeah.
Thank you, Jalonda. Thank you for talking about the 6 pillars, and that was a really powerful presentation.